It's your boy Mari, and we're back here with another video. Today, we will be discussing the video of my first fight. So, before I get into it, I would like to say we didn't get footage of the fight because the fight wasn't planned. It was like on the spot. But if that's what y'all came here to see, I did put some fights at the end of this video for y'all to watch of mine. So, don't be disappointed. At least you get to see some fight and not the actual fight. But I can call everybody up, and I promise you, I won. If you need proof, I'll give you the addresses and phone numbers, Snapchats, Instagrams, everything, everybody who was there, and you can hit them up and gladly ask. But moving on. Anyway, so it was Tuesday, and this was in 7th grade. I was on the football team, and our normal routine is we sit in the locker room, we get dressed, we sit there, and then we go eat, and then we run plays in the gym, like practice. And then we go back to the locker room, and we like pray, pray that everything goes well and everything. So like on the way, so there's 3 buses. Buses for the 6th graders, buses for the 7th graders, and buses for the 8th graders. And I was on the 7th grade bus. So on the way there, I was arguing with one of my friends. But it was like play arguing, like we was calling each other names and all that. And then we got on the bus and the argument continued. And so this kid, Braden, he came out of nowhere and blindsided me, and he just slapped me in my head. And I was just sitting there, and it kind of threw me off, because I didn't know what to do in that situation. And I was sitting by the window, so I had to literally push the person I was sitting with out of the seat to get out there. And so I got over there, we started scrapping and everything. He cowered down into his seat and just sat and looked up at me and watched me beat him up. Anyway, so I beat him up a couple of times. I was boom, 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 boom. I was like, yeah. And then I was done. And then some big kid, he gonna snitch and yell off the bus, "Oh, coach, they're in here fighting." Yeah, I think he would have known that when he got on the bus. But so one of the coaches, not the head coach, one of the assistant coaches got on the bus, and he looked at the boy, and he was bleeding, and he had knots all over his head and everything. And he just looked at me in all kinds of shock, he was so surprised. And I don't know why he was surprised anyway. But they finally got the head coach on the bus, and he just put me on blast in front of everybody. He was like, "Where's Damari at?" And I was like, "I'm right here." And he's like, "Come on, get off the bus. You're off the team. Give me your jersey, and give me your jersey and go put your stuff up back in the locker room." And I was like, "All right, cool." And then, but to be fair, the other kid, he got kicked off too because he hit me first. So it was really self-defense. So one of the coach of my section, I was a lineman. So the coach of the linemen, he took me back, and he was like, maybe he'll change his mind. Maybe, you can get back on the team. Maybe I'll talk to him, and maybe he'll change his mind. And I was like, all right, cool. I really don't care though. I mean, there were 8 games, and this was going to be the sixth game. So I didn't care. The end of the season. And so I had to go see the SRO officer of the school. His name was Officer Harding. And so I had to see him, and we talked about the fight, and my mom was there, and we talked about, yeah, we know you were probably raised, someone hits you, hit them back, an eye for an eye. And I was like, yeah, that's all that was. I was like, it was nothing personal or anything like that. And when my mama got in there, he said, "Now, ma'am," he said, "I'm going to be honest with you." He said, "Your son whooped this little boy's ass." And I did. And she wasn't she wasn't disappointed in me. Like, she knew that it's not something I should go around doing, but she's glad I defended myself and all that. And like, the only thing she was concerned about was because apparently someone said that I was going to harm myself if I got kicked off the team, but I didn't say that because I didn't care. I really did not care. I got right back on the team next year. But anyway, that's all she was concerned about. But anyway, so I had to go see. There was no problem there, because he didn't press charges, and like, he couldn't. He hit me first. If I went down, he would have to go down too. And so I had to go see my head principal. His name is Mr. Adams, and he talked to me about it. He said the same thing basically. Officer Harden said, eye for an eye and all that. He said, while I understand that, you still have to be punished. And I was like, yeah, I get that. It's whatever. And he told me, he said I was going to be suspended for 3 days. And it was Tuesday, so Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I didn't get to come back till Monday, of course. And I was like, cool, whatever. And I was like, but is he going to get the same punishment? I was like, because, like, that's not fair if I should just get in trouble just because I won the fight. And he was like, no, he'll be getting the same punishment as well, because he did assault you first. I was like, okay, that's fine. I was like, I understand. So, got to go home for 3 days and everything, and it was all cool. That was my first real fight. Like, I've been in fights before, but that was like my actual real fight, like. But it wasn't planned. Nobody could have recorded it anyway, because you can't bring your phone to a football game. Like, for one, you don't have pockets, and secondly, there's nowhere to put it. Like, you can't hold it. You're gonna be running plays, so you can't have it. And so that's it, everyone. Like I said at the beginning, I do not have footage of that fight, but I do have footages of some other fights, so let's get to it. Hold on. Oh my god!